Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, man. Hope everybody's enjoying the day so far. And, I'm definitely enjoying mine, man. God is good all the time. And, I'm blessed, man, to wake up and be here another day. Thank God. So listen, I'm not a know-it-all, man, right? But I got to just say that it is what it is, man. I told people, my friends, people in my circle, my family, I said, Bud is going to stop Sean Porter late, Bud Crawford. And that's what he did, man. See, Crawford got that underrated, sneaky power, man. You know what I'm saying? He throws punches from different angles, and the fact that he could switch from orthodox to southpaw, that's a problem, man. He could hit you on the top, on the bottom, on the side, different angles, man, the way he punches, man. You know what I'm saying? And he could do it going forwards and backwards. That's what makes it good with him too, man. That's what makes him a beautiful boxer, because he could hit you going backwards, hit you going forward, side to side, whatever you want to do, man. He could do it. He could mix it up. He could box. He could bang, right? So listen, but let me not take nothing away from Sean Porter. Much props to Sean Porter. I knew he was coming for the kill, man. He was in tip-top shape. He did his thing. He was bouncing. But what I noticed is he was bouncing like he did with Errol Spence, but he wasn't moving in, just jumping in on a regular. He jumped in here or there, but not on a regular, because he knew Crawford is different. Crawford got that power. You know what I'm saying? So he timed his jumping in. You know what I mean? And at first, Crawford had some problem with it. I mean, I'll be honest, Crawford was losing the fight. He was down. Sean Porter wasn't doing anything spectacular, but he was using one of the categories that you score a fight in, which is called effective aggression. So because he was using effective aggression, he was winning the fight because he was coming forward. He was punching. He was throwing everything that he had. You know what I'm saying? Overhands, he uppercuts, rights. He was trying to throw everything, a jab here or there, but he was coming forward. And, Crawford was moving around a little bit, but he stood his ground. But he moved around a little bit more in the first half. The second half, I feel like he, settled in, and he realized, you know what? He can't really do nothing with me. He can't hurt me. He hit me with a couple of shots, but he can't really hurt me. So now let me press forward. And it seemed like we went back to the corner in that ninth round, and Bo Mack told him, yo, man, if I'm not mistaken, it looked like he said he was losing. He was like, how? You know what I mean? So he came out, man, and he just took it to that next level. Championship rounds, 10, 11, and 12, man. And he did his thing, right? Now, let me say this, a couple of things, right? First thing I want to say is this. I'm happy for Crawford. He announced that he's leaving the crook, Bob Arum, okay? Now, his career, there's no limit now. And now Errol Spence, you got to fight him. You got to fight him, man. Ain't no running away no more. I'm not saying Errol Spence is scared, but it seems like you ain't in no rush either to fight him. That's all I'm saying. You ain't in no rush to fight Bud Crawford. All right? And I don't want no excuse about no car accident, no eye. You said your eye is healed. You said you was good from the car accident. You came back and you beat Danny Garcia. To me, I don't even want to hear it. Okay? No, I don't want to hear it, because the fight should have been made. But you know what? It wasn't. So now where we at. But you healthy. You got clearance. If you get clearance from these people about your eye, there ain't no excuse, man. Okay? Nobody comes into a fight. Floyd Mayweather said nobody comes into a fight 100% healthy. So even Bud got issues. He's been fighting for years, man. Okay? So he got some injuries, something bothering him too, but he still fight. Okay? Every fighter still fight. So listen. It's time for you to put up or shut up, Errol Spence. But now that Bud has left top rank, sky's the limit. He could be a free agent. He can go with PVC. He can do whatever he want to do. But now he going to get the fights that he want. And if he can't get Errol Spence, which that's the fight that should happen, he could get Keith Thurman, the talker. All he do is talk. You know what I'm saying? And he could get Danny Garcia, if Danny Garcia want to fight. And I think Danny Garcia will probably want to fight him more than anybody, because Danny Garcia do got heart. All right? But he should be able to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence didn't seem too intrigued after the fight. And he's trying to use the excuse that his father stopped the fight too early. Well, listen, he was never knocked down twice in a fight, okay? He was never knocked down. He's been knocked down twice in different fights. This is the first time he's ever been knocked down twice. And if you notice, the second time he was hitting the canvas because he was like, damn, man. And when he tried to get up on the canvas, he was on his knees. He could see his leg was wobbly on the ground, on the canvas. When he tried to get up, you could see he still was shaky. He was still hurt from that shot. So when he got up and tried to go again, and Bud jumped on him, his father said, no, I'm stopping it. He threw in the towel. Why? Because he know his son. He know his fighter. So why y'all mad because he don't want his son to get brutally knocked out? Bud was going to jump right on him. He wasn't going to lay back. He was going to jump right on him, man. And he was going to really hurt him. He hits hard, okay? So I have no problem with the stoppage. So Errol Spence, if that's your card right now, oh man, then you know, I saw a post where he said Sean Porter shouldn't pay his father laugh out loud. See, that's immature. Hopefully you don't get in that position where your father or your trainer may say, you know what, I seen enough and throw in the towel, because it could happen. Happened to Deontay Wilder. Now it happened to Sean Porter. Hopefully it don't happen to you. Be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? What you say about people. At the end of the day, man, just make the fight. I'm happy for Bud Crawford, man. I knew he was going to win. I knew he was going to close the distance. He started closing the distance, and I said, you got to move forward, move forward, move forward. Once he started closing that distance, moving forward, it was just a matter of time, man. But big up to Sean Porter, man. He really did his thing. He came to fight, tip-top shape, and he retires, if he does stay retired, with no regrets, man. I think he should go into the Hall of Fame, man. He's an excellent fighter. He fought everybody there was to fight. He didn't run from nobody. So I'll give him his prop, and I hope that he does get inducted, okay, for the type of fighter that he was, the fights that he, you know, was in, close fights, and hey, he got stopped this time, you know. Hey, man, it happens. You know what I mean? And not to compare, but Errol Spence, and Errol Spence had the audacity to say that, no, okay. Like I said, Bud Crawford was winning, was losing, but he started picking up the pace, right? So Errol Spence said, oh, if it wasn't for that, Sean Porter would have won. Maybe, possibly, or it would have been a draw. However, if Errol Spence wouldn't have knocked down Sean Porter in that fight, he would have lost. Absolutely. I had him winning even with the knockdown. Okay, I had Sean Porter beating Errol Spence in that fight. Okay, but to me, it should have been no less than a draw, but they gave it to Errol Spence. So Errol Spence is a funny style cat, but it's all good though. At the end of the day, my man, he's not with Bob Arum no more. Let's make it happen. All right? Let's make it happen. Big up to the Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing. I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad you did it. And I'm more than happy that you left the crook, Bob Arum. And I hope Shakur Stevenson follows your lead. Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24.